All right, well, here we go. I got audio. Let's see if it brings up video. We do have video. Stream quality was golden right up until exactly the moment that I clicked over. So I'm starting to think that this is kind of well, I don't know. I watched the videos yesterday and they looked good, but that's not the same as the stream. That's the recording that the platforms make. So I have the stream up on my second screen, and I'll just glance at that every now and again. But at any rate, we are going to go ahead and press forward. So if you'll notice, I am in a caracal. That's because disaster struck. You guys saw it during the stream yesterday. I lost my assault frigate a couple times in a row, and I think yesterday you saw the second time in a row. I think the first time was off screen, off stream. But then whenever I was done with the stream, I was doing a level 3 mission, and because I wasn't paying attention, I think that might be the only reason why, but it was a hard level 3 mission too, man. It was called Cutthroat. In fact, it's still up there because I haven't been able to complete it. Cutthroat competition. And I lost it again. And I went and I tried to clean it out with my destroyer, and it's just not enough. I couldn't do it. I didn't lose my destroyer because the way my destroyer is set up, I kill from distance. So I was able to warp out safely. But I whittled it down. I tried really hard, man. I whittled it down one enemy at a time, warped out, would warp back in, take down another enemy, warp out, warp back in. But once I got down to just the heavy cruisers left, I couldn't do it, not in a destroyer. So I went and spent money on a caracal, and my caracal couldn't get it done either. So here's what I'm kind of stuck doing. I'm back down to level 2 missions now because I'm out of money, at least when it comes to buying ships. I'm at 7.7 mil, and I brought up new skills, most of them which have been trained now. I did the heavy assault missiles, which I do not have equipped at the moment, nor can I afford it. I don't think. Actually, maybe I could, but at any rate, I don't want to buy them right now. I'm equipped with light missiles. Hey, Cool Cat, welcome back, bud. Nice to see you. Sorry I didn't chat with you last time. YouTube was a problem, and so I wasn't seeing any of your chat. But when I went and reviewed the video, I saw that you were chatting, so apologies to you. But at any rate, continuing on, I trained heavy assault. I guess they're called heavy assault cruiser missiles, or heavy assault missiles. Anyway, they're heavy assault, and but I didn't equip them. So all that training is done. I think it's at level 3. And I have Caldari Cruiser 3. Now, once this is done, I will be able to buy a Drake. Well, I'll be able to pilot a Drake, and a Drake can handle level 3 missions. That's a battle cruiser. But I do not have the money for it. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention here, because I want to explain why I'm doing what I'm going to do. Today, we're going to do level 2 missions. Because one, I'm interested to see how much money I can make, how much ISK I can make per hour. So we'll be trying to find that out today. But when I'm done with that and the stream is over, I have another character that I have 80 million ISK on, and I'm going to send about 50 of that to this character as a loan, and I'm going to get back into the heavy assault frigate, and that's because I have really good skills for that right now. And how would I do this? Let me go to inventory, personal assets. If we open this up and we look at my ships, and I find a frigate, I think this is a frigate. No, wait, this one is. Show info. Now, this is not the speediest way to do things. I'm doing this more for role-playing purposes, I guess you might call it. I don't know if role-playing is the right term or not. But you have these masteries, and I want to work on mastering the frigate class. So I have a Class 1 certification. I just need a few more tasks to get Class 2. That's on this ship. On my assault frigate, it'll be different, I guess. This ship, though, is electronic based. And then there's Class 3, and there's Class 4, and finally there's Class 5. I want to get at least Class 3 done before really moving on to battle cruisers. That just makes sure that I'm getting all that I can. I don't know. I don't have any good explanations for you. It's just what I want to do. And so whenever it comes to my skill queue, if I start training up on cruisers and all of the battle cruiser stuff I'm going to need to be able to fly the Drake competently, I'm going to have to put all of this stuff here, the social and diplomacy, all on hold. I'm going to have to pause the stuff that hey, just letting you know, Cool Cat, I don't read German, so I see that you've written a lot of stuff there, but I don't know what it says. So I'm not ignoring you. I don't have a way to respond to it. So I want to go back. I want to get back into that heavy assault frigate, and I want to train the skills needed to get those certifications, at least up to level 3. And then I'll move on to the Caracal, and I'll work on that, and then move into the Drake and stuff like that. So with the assault frigate, I feel like I can make the money back, and I can pay back the character that I'm going to be giving the temporary loan. So hopefully all of that makes sense. Let me put that in a really short version. We're going to be doing level 2 missions today. I'm going to try and get an ISK per hour measurement out of that, but I already know that's going to be it should be less than what I'm making by running Abyssal sites. Once the stream's over, I'm going to forward myself a loan from another character, and I'm going to go get back into a heavy assault frigate. And the reason is because I want to continue training frigate skills to get those master certifications before I start training cruiser skills. So that's the short summary. So let's go ahead and I'm in a good spot. I have a level 1. This is not a good spot. This is not where I'm supposed to be at. Open up the agency. So where are we at? We're in Arcanivus. Agents, mission agents, security agents, and it was level 2, and I think it was Kakakella. Yeah, it was. Set destination, so I need to fly there. Undock. Oh, I should show you my fitting too. I'll show you that on the way. Chat channels, local. Okay. It was just telling me this was highlighted, and it was telling me there's new people talking over here. Alright, so we need to head off to here.
Warp drive active.
And while we're doing that, I will show you my fit. So I have 3 medium capacitor control circuits as the rigs. That's going to help my cap regenerate. I have 1 active medium shield booster. It's a Tech 2. And I've just recently loaded this Tech 2 10MN afterburner. And then I have coupled with that some passive shield modules. Large shield extender, Tech 2, a Tech 2 EM shield amp, and a Tech 2 thermal shield amp. In the bottom slots, I have a power diagnostic system, also Tech 2. I guess everything's Tech 2. And 3 Tech 2 ballistic control systems. Up in the high slots, I'm running with experimental SV-2000 rapid light missile launchers. There's 5 of them, and they are loaded up with Caldari Navy Nova light missiles. So this thing absolutely eats level 2 missions alive. But at least when it comes to cutthroat competition, it's not able to handle that. It might be able to if I had heavy assault missiles loaded, but I don't. And I don't have the money for it. I had a choice to make. I could either set the Caracal up for that, or I could wait for the Drake. And I decided, okay, you know what? I'm going to set the Caracal up to be an anti-frigate level 2 mission beast. And then whenever I get the Drake, that will be my level 3 mission runner, and I'll set that up for heavy assault missiles. That was my plan. But right now, I'm ISK poor, so I'm really limited. I can't really pursue those goals yet. I have to make some ISK.
Active.
All right, now this is reporting to me that there's only about 16% dropped frames. That's good. I'm looking up at the Rumble stream, and it looks pretty solid. I don't have the screen blown up, so it's hard to tell if there's any artifacts or anything, but the stream is smooth and the quality looks at least decent. It is 1080p, and I'm used to streaming in 1440, but Rumble and Kick do not support 1440 yet. Neither does Twitch. 1080 is really
Docking permission requested.
kind of the gold standard for streaming. It seems to be the one that works the best on a whole slew of devices. So the viewers themselves tend to prefer 1080p because they can watch it on whatever device they want. I think that's my impression. All right, so I have a level 3 and 2 level 2 mission givers right here in this station. So this is sort of my home away from home right now. I did recently set up Jeddah 4. Jeddah as my home station. I just recently did that. All you have to do is select home station, and then whatever place you're stationed at, you can select it. Oh, apparently I have augmentations. Oh yeah, I got a booster. Okay, so that'll last for a little bit. What does it do for me? Local shield and armor rep, module effectiveness, ship max velocity, turret and missile launcher rate of fire, capacitor recharge rate, signature radius, drone max velocity and tracking speed. Does a whole bunch of stuff. All right. Okay, let's grab a mission. And I am going to actually go away from my chat. So I'm not in chat because I'm going to bring up a timer. Do I want a stopwatch? Yes, I do. Actually, I want a countdown timer because I'm wanting to see how much I can do in an hour. Okay, there we go. And once I accept this mission, I'll start the countdown timer. Before I do this, I'm going to go ahead and mute Mike so I can grab a drink. Okay, so we're going to view this mission. It doesn't say who I'm up against, but it's called Listening Post. So here I found, I wouldn't say a new way because I knew about this before, but I had not remembered it. We're going to go to Eve University. Oh, you probably can't see what I'm doing. Okay, now you can. I'm going to open up Eve University Wiki, and up here in this search bar, I'm going to paste the name of that mission, Listening Post. And this, I actually like this more than Eve Survival, I think. So level 2 mission. Rogue drones. Okay, so I'm not going to be killing Galente. That's what I needed to know. Primarily, they're going to do EM damage. The secondary damage threat is thermal. No, I'm sorry. That's telling me that EM damage would be best, and then secondary would be thermal. The damage to resist is explosive, followed by kinetic, followed by thermal. Okay. And then it gives me a little description. Are there triggers? If there's a trigger, they'll have like a symbol next to them, and that means that whenever you kill them, the next wave, it spawns the next wave. But there are no triggers. So it's really straightforward. All right, I have a bunch of pages open. So we'll accept it, and I will start the countdown timer right now. 1 hour. We're gonna find out how much. Oh shoot! I should look. We are at 7.762.372 million. All right, undock. Oh, destination set. Okay, my bad.
Warp drive
Being
active.
Being slow. So we got to go to another system. Airkeo. So you'll notice I have 2 drones, but I have no drone skills, so they really just sit there. So I'm going to tab over to my inventory. Last mission, I actually needed a data analyzer, so I just bought a cheap one. I had a large shield extender, Tech 2, loaded up, so I had 2 of them, right? But I found I really want this afterburner because this ship is slow. This thing is a pondering beast, and it really needed
Warp drive active.
either an afterburner or a micro warp drive. And I think I got the space to fit a micro warp drive, but I just stuck with cheap. I don't need any more. This Caracal is chewing these missions up. It's fun. I like it. It's part of the reason why I want to do this slow progression. I want to spend enough time in a ship that I get to really feel the progression of my skills, and I can appreciate the ship. And so I found that the way to do that is to force yourself to kind of work your way through the mastery levels before moving on to another ship. So it's certainly not what you have to do. And if you're looking at just trying to zip through the game and progress as quickly as you can to the highest levels, it's not the route that you would take. This is more... It's why I call it role playing. It's like, for me, it's about immersion. It's immersing myself into this dude's life in this universe. And I think that this, to me at least, it makes more sense that somebody would progress in this fashion. They would need to master a lower level before moving into a bigger ship, you know? So it just adds up for me, and it increases my immersion. I have fun with the game, and I enjoy the world and that kind of a thing. Well, I'll tell you what, even with OBS reporting to me that the stream quality is in the deep orange, that stream on Rumble looks good. And that's really what I was most concerned about. As I mentioned at the end of my last stream, which ironically seems like it got cut off on the Rumble version. The YouTube version kept it, but I was talking about how much more views I was getting on Rumble than I was on YouTube. Oh, I can activate this afterburner. What am I thinking? So we should be able to make about 750. Maybe it's 780. I don't remember. We're gonna need to change our approach vector. Oh, enemies just showed up. Okay. Alright, where's that dang gate? We're gonna orbit around the gate. Okay, I'm gonna lock these guys up, and I'm gonna begin firing. And I'm moving fast enough that they can't seem to hit me, I think is what's going on. I'm speed tanking them. Which is a big difference from before. This is the first mission I've run with this this afterburner loaded up. Gosh, look how fast I'm melting them. Oh, whoops. Okay. F4, F5. I don't know why F4 didn't activate. It must have been deactivating off something else. Stuff is dying faster than we can even take time to look at. F1, F2, F3, F4, F5. They haven't hardly touched me. That's awesome. That's really, really good. And I'm enjoying this because it's so different than what I'm used to. I played Gallente for quite a while. I think I've been playing Eve for forever. And I began as Caldari, but I switched over to Gallente. It didn't take me too awful long to switch over to Gallente. I don't know, how do I phrase that? Because in actual real time, it did take me a while, but I don't play the game a lot, so I go long stretches between play sessions. So if you just take my end game time, it didn't take very long before I had decided to switch over to Gallente, and I still think I might prefer them. I don't know for sure. I am having fun with Caldari, but I am enjoying the Caldari because it's so different. It's a ranged based attack. You can, for PvE, man, for PvE, it's pretty nice because you can maintain distance. You have big beefy shields, and then you can put speed on there, and you can kite your enemies. Missiles track all by themselves over long ranges. That they're better than railguns whenever it comes to that, you know. And so it's just it's a much different approach, I think. I'm going to go ahead and bring chat back because this timer's just sitting here ticking down.
Active.
There we go. So I am having fun with the difference in playstyle. If we watch this, I don't know if I caught it in time, but you have all these little pieces that move whenever it enters into warp. I think I missed it. Yeah, I did. I saw the wings move, but there are other little pieces too. Let's see. We're going to just orbit this Shatter Alveor. We're orbiting at 30 kilometers. kick Afterburner on. So they are chewing up my shields a little bit.
Has run out of charges.
Let's hit you with Bay 4.
A module has run out of charges.
Okay, I still got speed going. Let's maybe circle you. I got more incoming. Bay 1 onto you. Bay 3 onto you. Bay 5 onto you. Bay 4 is loading. But see, I mean, we're just basically kiting them, and you got the silent kind of subdued whooshes of these missiles, and they pack a punch.
A module has run out of charges.
So it allows me to kind of view the battle in a different way than whenever I'm playing Gallente. Gallente, you're really kind of in the thick of things, using your blasters and stuff, or you're way out on the edge and you're watching your drone's health down here. Bay 1, Bay 2. Bay 3. Lock more people up. These things have 40-kilometer range, I believe. 38. Bay 4 and Bay 5. Okay, we killed one, so we can lock another up. Let's orbit this structure. You can see I've got cap for days here, and it recharges very quickly because of the rigs I have.
A module has run out of charges.
Okay, Bay 1, Bay 2, Bay 3, Bay 4, Bay 5, come back to here, Bay 2. Bay 2 is loading, okay. Bay 1. So there is a lot of management of the missile bays.
Has run out of charges.
Bay 2 on you. Bay 4 onto you. Bay 5 onto you. That's my bottleneck right now, is seeing which bays are available to try and keep weapons firing all the time.
A module has run out of charges.
Okay, let's go Bay 1 for you, Bay 2 for you, Bay 4 for you, Bay 5 for you. Bay 3, when it's ready, there it is. I don't know what's on you. Maybe... Yeah. Here. Just launch 3 missiles at this guy, see if it kills him. He's 43. He's too far out. Oh, there, we got him. Okay. That guy just seemed to have been hanging around for a long time.
A module has run out of charges.
Yeah, see, my guy has really good light missile skills. It's why I didn't want to go heavy just yet. I'll save that for the Drake. 58's a long ways out. Let's not go after that. Okay, let's approach you. Actually, let's just approach the one that's the furthest out. Okay, F2 and F3, F1 and F4 on this guy. F4 is loading. Alright, he's dead. That just leaves the Wrecker Alpha. And he's in range now, so unload everything on him. That's a full salvo right there. That's an Alpha strike. Or pretty close to it. Okay. Oh, more have shown up. Okay, keep rotating around this structure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Bay 1, Bay 2, Bay 3, Bay 4, Bay 5.
A module has run out of charges.
We got reload occurring for this guy's bay. Same with this one. I haven't even had to use my medium shield booster, and that's because they can't keep up with the speed. We're making life hell on their tracking. From the speed alone. I mean, I'm not jamming them or anything like that, right?
Has run out of charges.
I like the smoke. I mean, it looks like carnage out here. This is us. We're raining down howitzers on them. It looks like artillery strikes, right? Man, that's cool.
Module has run out of charges. A module has run out of charges.
Okay, put 2 bays on this guy just to clean him off the field.
A module has run out of charges.
Okay, everything but Bay 5 is ready, so F1, F2, F3, and F4 firing. 3 bays on that guy. He should die pretty quickly once they make contact. Okay, that dude's done. And now we can alpha strike this dude.
A module has run out of charges.
It says there's more out there, but my radar's not picking them up. There they are.
A module has run out of charges.
You do have a long reload time with these missiles. That's something really nice about the heavy assault missiles. They have like a 10-second reload time. And these have 35-second. So it is a significant difference. Oh, I also found out that you can hold Alt and click. Oh, these things are nasty looking, man. They're like biomechanical. Okay. Read details. Well, I think we just gotta kill everything. Is there anything out here besides the wreckage that I've destroyed? No. This is probably going to be the last wave, I would guess.
A module has run out of charges.
I'm going to reload everything, try and get it all back on the same load cycle. Now that I come to think of it, real world, that's the last thing I would want. I would not want every single bay on the same load cycle. I would want them offset so that I've always got something to fire. Okay, Bay 1, Bay 2, Bay 3, Bay 4, and Bay 5. One, 2, 3, 4. Bay 1, Bay 2, Bay 3, Bay 4, and 5. To try and keep the numbers the same. Oh, they're not the same. Oh well. Set destination. All right, we're done. So I was right. Now that's a lot of salvage that I could be doing. And the destroyer is good for that. But I don't think I have those skills trained. And I'm not sure I would want to do that anyway. Rumble stream still looks... Oh, there's a hiccup. Right when I... Yeah, there's some frame skipping. Oh, and my dropped frames are at 42%. Well, that's just really farging unfortunate, man. I think my ISP is to blame. And I probably need to go ahead and make a phone call. Maybe I'll do that tomorrow.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
All right. Start conversation, that's what I wanted to do. Oh, here we go, complete. Okay. So that's done. How much time do I have left? 33 minutes. All right, what does he want here? Kicking the nest objectives. Drones going rogue? How does this even happen? They've been stealing parts from our long-range survey towers for a while. Now they are attacking our survey ships. This has to stop. Based on data from numerous sources, we found a gathering of these drones. A nest, if you will. Destroy them. Okay. So again, it's rogue drones. So that should be safe to take. Also, this is going to include loot that I can sell. Now, I don't have any of that because it's drones. So that's sort of the downside of getting drones. Because loot is part of your income. And we're getting robbed on that. Now, if I was salvaging, we'd probably be making a killing. But I'm not.
Warp drive active.
I think these bay doors will do some... Oh yeah, there it is. I didn't have the camera in a great position, but... And then the wings go up and these antennas retract. Then when we come out... Is that a missile bay? That's probably a missile bay. Alright, what can I rotate around? Because that thing's enormous. I guess I need to pick something. So we'll pick that. 3, 4, 5. Activate the afterburner. Bay 1, Bay 2, Bay 3, Bay 4, Bay 5. Everything died real fast. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Man, all that stuff just off the map so fast. And go ahead and heal up the shield because I got capped to burn.
A module has run out of charges. A module has run out of charges. A module has run out of charges.
Deactivate the shield booster. We're gonna let everything load up here. Not that we have a choice, everything does need to load. It feels like stuff is getting further away, so we're gonna orbit actually this guy right here. Actually, the drone hive, yeah. Let's orbit the drone hive. Okay. Alright, so here we go. F1, F2, F3, F4, and F5. All missile bays are firing. And stuff begins to die. Okay, let's send 2 bays at this guy, and then the drone hive, we can put 3 bays on him.
A module has run out of charges. A module has run out of charges.
Well, I don't know how that's gonna work out for me. I'm in a weird spot here.
A module has run out of charges.
Maybe come out this
A module has
way.
run out of charges.
Fortified drone structure. Fortified, where have I heard that word before?
A module has run out of charges.
There are some people out there that can come up with some weird applications for the word fortified. Some might even say inaccurate applications, like that's the wrong word to use. I think there's another word that you meant. Okay, we're gonna have our guy head over this way. Let's go ahead and put all of the bays onto that album and get him off the map. There we go. Oh, a whole bunch of others just spawned. What happens if I just go after the drone hive then? Because if I do that, I think that this will be all that's left. He won't be able to spawn any more waves. Drone hive down. Oh, we need to heal up. That's a big explosion. Let's orbit this guy.
Run out of charges. A module has run out of charges. A module has run out of charges. A module has run out of charges.
Okay. Bays 1 and 2 are almost ready. I'm going to put both bays under the devilfish. These guys are a little bit more beefy. So, F1, F2. And then the destructor, I'll send 3, 4, and 5 after. Okay, and then the devilfish again, F1, F2. Let me bring up tactical overlay and see what things look like as far as ranges.
A module has run out of charges.
What does that beep mean? Non-capsular log-off timer? Non-combat with a non-capsular consequence. Ship will remain in space on log-off until timer expires. Okay. So because I was in NPC combat, I can't... Even if I log off, my ship will be... I don't remember what that reason is for. It has to do with not being able to ditch out for PvP, I believe, but I'm not quite sure how the NPC aspect of it ties in. small base are firing on this guy. And he's taking a beating. And we can dock.
Warp drive active.
So remember yesterday that the abyssal dead space was giving me 16.5 mil per hour, roughly. We did have to run a formula to kind of extract that, but that's the ballpark. I don't think we're going to get anywhere close to that today with the with level 2 mission running.
Docking permission requested.
And that's
Docking
another
request
reason why I'm going to take the loan. Oh, look, I was almost cap dead, man. That's another reason I'm going to take the loan and go buy another Hawk and then just make darn sure I don't lose this Hawk. The reason I lost so many Hawks was I was experimenting with stuff. Now I kind of know what's what, and I think I'll be okay. Alright, so we'll complete that mission and request a mission. Drop off location. So we have to acquire some goods. Reason to believe that the owner of a certain warehouse located in a remote area of space and Arkeo is secretly collaborating with the Guristas. We haven't been able to pin anything on them yet, but I have my orders to launch a full-scale investigation. Personally see to a property is thoroughly searched from top to bottom. So it's a warehouse. Retrieving suspicious goods, bring them back here. Neutralize any pirate activity you find. Alright, set destination. Off we go. Let's reload.
Warp drive active.
We're back to a really healthy stream. OBS says it's all green. Warp to location.
Warp drive active.
And off to Never Never Land.
Active.
Alrighty then. Well, we need to go to the warehouse. Doesn't look like I can open anything, so let's orbit the warehouse. Target everything else. Turn on the afterburner. Start speed tanking. big salvo. Okay,
Our module has run out of charges.
that took him down. Let's reload all. Small sealed cargo containers. So do I have to blow the warehouse up? Or maybe I didn't read that part. I thought we just had to loot it. But it would not let me loot. It didn't give an option. Cargo container. Well, there they are. Oh, that might be contraband, actually. Ooh, I might have made a mistake. Wait. No. I'm thinking... I forgot the name. Elite. Elite Dangerous.
Active.
If you have contraband on your craft and you try to enter into a station, the cops will blast you out of the air. But that's not the case in this game. Up on the Rumble stream, I just now blew the warehouse up, and the stream looks good. So there have been some hiccups, but man, you got to get into the deep orange or red for there to be hiccups. It seems like this is not maybe as bad as I thought it was. I don't know. Everything's an uphill climb when you're learning, you know? So, anywho, I've been trying to figure out what's been going on with my internet connection, which has historically been rock solid. And I'm just wondering if it was like an ignorance is bliss thing, because I was only working with one screen, so most of the time I didn't see what OBS was reporting to me for stream health. I only looked at it at the beginning. So maybe it's always been like this and I just didn't know before. So we start conversation, view mission, complete mission. Okay, where's that put me for time? I think we still have time left. Yeah, we got just over 10 minutes. I think we can probably get a mission done. So we will request... No Galente, no Galente. Okay. Eliminate pirate campers. Accept and undock. Oh man, how's my inventory looking for space? We should be fine. Oh yeah, we are. Okay, set destination. And all this stuff is taking place in Erkio.
Active.
I wonder, that looks like a Japanese name. I wonder if the Japanese pronounce it that way. Are these made up names, or are they actually rooted in a real language? Would that be Erkio or maybe Iarkio? I'm just kind of throwing the question out there. So hopefully I have demonstrated today that my Caracal does as it's intended to. I mean, we're in a cruiser and it's chewing through level 2 missions.
Warp drive active.
But I'm pretty sure I want that Drake for level 3. And we'll find out what kind of money I made. Level 2's not expected to yield that much. And on top of that, we've been getting drones, which means very little loot. Let's orbit the Caldari battery. Incoming transmission. Well, they didn't say anything, but they are opening fire, so we will return in kind. Alright, these are not drones. Let's turn the afterburner on. This Demolisher's tanking its damage really well. I can't say the same for his friends. What happened to your friends? I got that from the flipping demon recruit or summon that you could get as a warlock in World of Warcraft way back in the day. It probably still is that way, but when that sucker first came out and you got that Russian voice, you know, and he would cleave some guys and one of them would die and he would ask the other one, what happened to your friend? It always cracked me up. Okay, so we're gonna loot these, and it looks like we're done. Wow, that was fast. And with that, we should be able to make the trip after we turn this mission in. We should be able to travel to Jeddah and sell loot. And then we'll make some calculations about how much money I made. I don't remember the number I said. I might have to reference my video after the fact to get a really accurate number. But I know I was in the 7 million area, and I think I can find it in my wallet.
Warp drive active.
This one right here, I think this is where I was at. No way, it says bounty prizes. I was less than that. Agent mission right here, market escrow. 1507. 6.7, would that be it? Yeah, see, I'm gonna have to go back and look for sure. I just don't, I'm not positive. But we can make a rough approximation.
Warp drive active.
I do not want to sell that data analyzer.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Actually, yes I do. Because it was a pain in the neck getting that mission done, so maybe I want a Tech 2. All right, cool. Now we can pop open personal assets, set destination. Let's go to Jeddah.
Warp drive active.
Kind of wondering if I'm going to be able to get this done before that timer goes off.
Warp drive active.
Because I wasn't thinking that was going to be possible before. I thought I was going to be a little bit over time, which for the kind of calculations I'm making wasn't going to be a big deal. But this is saying I got 3.5 minutes left. So I think not only am I going to reach the station, but I'm going to complete the financial transaction of selling stuff.
Warp drive active.
It's a neat looking ship. I'm not as in love with it as others are. A lot of people think it looks amazing. I think it looks okay. I find this drop down and this is weird. Does it look neat? Probably does look neat.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
Oh, I'm seeing what they did. Yeah, it does look like up here's the face where the eyes are at. And then you got the bill, because Caldari's ships are made to look like birds of prey. All right, let's pop open inventory, deselect my Nova light missiles. I think I'm gonna sell everything else. So I drop those into the item hanger. And I'm going to deselect the large shield extender and the data analyzer because I didn't loot those. I'm going to sell them, but they don't count as what I made from doing level 2 missions. Right. All right, so got some money for that. So let me stop this clock because we completed operations. 51 seconds left. And bring up the calculator. So we ran for 60 minutes. I know I was at 15 something. And I had, right before I started the stream with you guys, I had done a mission. That it was the data analyzer mission. So I think it might have been corporation tax. Okay. Okay. I think I was right here. 7.2 million. And now we are at about 10 million. So I made around 3 mil. Yeah, I would say that's about right. I made about 3 mil off level 2 missions in an hour. And the abyssals I was running, which was at the calm level, was at about 16.5 mil. So we're going to go ahead and end stream, and I'm going to send myself money, get back into a Hawk, and get back to training frigate skills until I'm at the certification level that I want. And also I want to get these skills done too, because they help directly with how much money you make off missions. So, I mean, that's a lot of training. This will carry me all the way to Starfield, I think. Just from here down. I want to get the shield operation stuff. There's even stuff for the Caracal that I wanted that I couldn't get because I didn't have shield operation 5. So I need to get shield operation 4 and 5 done. There's other shield stuff up here I have loaded up, but I'm probably going to switch all that out. So, yeah, it's a lot of training I have to do, and I like this about EVE. It's very unique, but it's all done in real time, obviously. So, there's no speeding through this really, and I don't want to cut corners. I want it to be like it normally is. So I don't want to buy skill injectors or anything like that. But okay, I think that's going to wrap it up, and I will say goodbye and good night to you all. I hope everything's well in your neck of the woods, guys, and I'd like to offer a word of encouragement to anybody who's feeling discouraged. If there's anything I've learned, maybe from I guess life, it's that most of the time, this is a remarkable statement to me, but it seems to be true in most applications. Most of the time, the only way that you get beaten is if you give up. If you're discouraged and you lose motivation, and so you stop trying. And that's something that's common to people. I mean, everybody deals with that. So you're not a loser if you're suffering from lack of motivation. All that's saying is that you're human. But if you can realize that most of the time, that's the only thing that can beat you. None of the other obstacles, none of the other stuff that people talk about, I don't care what it is. For the vast majority of humanity, racism isn't going to stop you. The glass ceiling isn't going to stop you. Not saying that there's not hurdles or uphill challenges or uphill battles. And I'm not trying to be political here or stir the pot. I'm trying to pick things that are more severe than your typical daily challenges. And I'm saying even at that level, those are not the things that are going to stop you. The stuff that'll stop you is whenever you believe that those things are so great that there's no way that you can succeed. And so you stop, you quit, you cut your engine off. That's the only thing that can stop you. So if you're having, in most cases, it's not always true, but in most cases. So if you're having a really tough time in life right now, and you're in a stretch where you're just like, it doesn't feel like you can get a hit anywhere. Everything is a swing and a miss. And everywhere you go is cold product. Like maybe you're in one of those stretches where absolutely nothing is working. Nothing at work is working. You can't seem to find a job. You've got applications in. Nobody's saying yes. You continue to go out there and do these interviews, but it's rejection after rejection after rejection. And then on top of that, then you move over to your social life and you seem to be out of sync with everybody. It seems like the whole world is pissed off at you. Nothing's working. It seems like you're the bad guy and everything's wrong. And it's your fault. As you do the analysis, you're like, it's got to be me, because it can't possibly be all these other factors. It's got to be me. Well, I mean, maybe it is. Or maybe it's just one of those phases where you're having a bad stretch. But if you can just realize that that's normal, ups and downs, peaks and valleys, the roller coaster ride, and you can realize all the cliches are true. The night is darkest before the sunrise, stuff like that. If you could just bring yourself to go to sleep and wake up another morning and not quit and go at it again, then you'll overcome most things in life. That's what I've observed. That's not necessarily what I've done, right? I'm not one of those, what do you call it, like what do they call those people? The life coaches that are full of energy and they got all the answers, and you look at their life and they're successful. And I'm not necessarily a picture of the greatest heights of success that society tends to hold, the areas that they consider to be successful. I'm not saying that, but I have observed and I've watched, and this seems to be true. So wish you all the best of luck out there. If you're feeling down in the doldrums, I hope you take what I said to heart and just chew on it, think about it, start to observe that in your own life. And maybe if things are really bad right now and you're starting to have questions of self-worth and depression is setting in, man, get out and volunteer somewhere. If you got no job or you got no responsibilities, you keep striking out, and now that's been going on for months, and now you're sitting there feeling like, am I a loser? Am I a nobody? Maybe what's the point of all this? Maybe I should just check out, Give yourself this chance. If you got nothing else going on and you've got the time, and all it is that you're sitting in your house and you're like, man, I don't like this game and I'm ready to end it. Do this for yourself and at least give it a try. Go somewhere and volunteer that needs help. Go to a hospital, go to a rescue mission, go to a boys ranch, go to a church camp. If you're, I don't think a church camp will take you on if you're not a Christian, but if you are, you typically volunteer for that. Go to a soup kitchen. If you've got a little bit of means, go buy water bottles and go downtown and hand it out to homeless people. When you do something like that, the weird thing I have found in life is that if you have questions about yourself, you kind of got to get outside of yourself. That's weird to me, because it seems like if you have found that there's a problem with you, then you need to focus on you and get things addressed. But my experience says the opposite is true. You don't want to focus on you. Part of the reason that you're having a problem is because you are focusing on you. You're too focused on you. You got a microscope on yourself, and nothing holds up well against a microscope. What you need to do is you need to go out and you need to focus on other people. And you need to do something that brings a smile into somebody else's life and brings some joy into somebody else's life. And I can practically promise you, if you do that, just a one or two, maybe three instances of that, and you will see the positive impact you're having on others around you that really needed it, and you'll see their appreciation of you and what you were able to do for them in that moment, for their lives, and to help lift them up, and for whatever. That's how it works, man. That right there is what completely diffuses the inner thoughts of, do I have absolutely no value? It eradicates it. So anyway, I didn't mean to go off on a tangent, but I want to send those kinds of messages out to people. And that's how I'll leave it for a sign-off. I will see you guys later, probably tomorrow. I seem to be on a streaming kick here lately, and I'm enjoying Eve. So I definitely have a video coming out tomorrow for Elden Ring. But yeah, I'll see you when I see you. You guys take care, and God bless.